The Don't Need a Million campaign is putting a new spin on that age-old debate about Vancouver's real estate market being unaffordable for young and single home buyers. David Walmsley bought a condo in Chinatown for $390,000, and he's enjoying 770 square feet spread across 2 bedrooms. David joins us over Skype. David, how did you get involved in the Don't Need a Million campaign?
Originally, I had done some other work for West Group. And when they told me about the idea for the campaign, I wanted to get involved on more of a personal level. I'm not used to actually being out with my face on campaigns and that sort of thing. So that was very, very new to me. But it originally came from some of my past work with them, and then hearing that they were doing this.
Why did the message appeal to you?
The message appealed to me because the people that we're trying to get this information to are very similar to the space that I was in as late as the beginning of this year, where I didn't think that I could own a home here. I had completely pushed it to the back of my mind. And then I met with a friend of mine at the beginning of the year, just casually having lunch. She's a mortgage broker in town here, and she was telling me that no, you can. You did, like, all these things are in place. Here are some of your options, and super knowledgeable. And there were so many things there that I didn't know. So it's sort of that's what gave me the drive to want to share that sort of information with other people in a similar situation.
Do you think people who say they can't afford a home have taken a hard look at the numbers?
I think there are a lot of numbers out there. I don't think that necessarily people are going out of their way to find them. Also, you know, having a big, bold headline like "you'll never buy something in Vancouver" or "everything in Vancouver is too expensive," it's not only do people get caught up in that and they kind of shy away from doing their own research because things are in there in big, bright lights. It also I don't know. It dissuades them from just thinking that there's anything outside of that side. I mean, I'd be the first person to admit that I was completely in that boat even last year.
What do you think of the Don't Have a Million campaign?
I think it's pretty smart. The people behind it are doing something that I think is it's very relevant to Vancouver and even other areas in the Lower Mainland. I think that we have done. There are a lot of conversations on the table right now, which I think is great. When I first moved here about 10 years ago, no, there weren't anywhere near as many people talking about it. So I think that having this kind of a dialogue about affordability in housing, from the family aspect to the non-market housing aspect, I think it's the perfect time to be having these conversations, and they're definitely ones that that need to be utilized to create positive change in and around Vancouver.
Do you think the Don't Need a Million campaign can apply to families?
I think it does, not in the same sense. For me, living on my own, I don't have the same need as far as space goes. But there are a lot of families that are moving into smaller spaces to live closer to downtown, to live in major cities. Like Vancouver is just one example. There are a lot of people who are moving away from, you know, having everything on their own property, having the big yard, having those amenities at home, to going out and using more public space, being more active outside. And I find Vancouver's the perfect location for that, just being the more health conscious outdoor lifestyle that we lead here. I think it's the perfect location for that sort of thing.
David, thanks for joining us.